Hey, it's Juho. I just had a very interesting talk with a fellow entrepreneur about doing the crappy things. You know, the crappy things nobody wants to do, but they have to be done. And even if you're an entrepreneur, you can't always hire somebody to do it. You just have to do the crappy things. So we talked about it. How do we deal with it? And sometimes we try to outsource these things and collaborate and whatnot. But there's still, it doesn't matter if you're Bill Gates, you still have to do some of the crappy things yourself. You have to call somebody you don't really want to call. You have to, get to your PTA meeting. You just, when you got to do it, you have to do it. Um, and the thing is to do is to accept that you need to do the crappy things first, then second, and then third. And once you've done that, the nice stuff gets to happen, and you get to focus on the nice things. And maybe there are some days when you don't have to do the crappy things. Uh, Probably, they might not be often, but when they happen, they happen. I think Gary Vaynerchuk said it just recently that he said that my willingness to eat shit for 10 years ensures my place in history. So yeah, reflecting on that, I totally get what he's on about. And I think in business, for me, things started to seriously turn around when I stopped dancing around the issue of doing the crappy things. And the thing is, you get used to it a little bit, like in, let's say, in training, resistance training, or weight training, whatever. It feels like, I don't want to do this. Why would I do this? Why would anybody do this? But once you get to it, it's like, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not that bad. And afterwards, the thing is, when you're done, you feel fantastic. So anyway, so Gary Vee, okay, he's shit for 10 years. Basically, he, takes all the business he can get. That's what he kind of means, and he takes crap from the clients or from the media and whatever. So yeah, Gary Vee wants to buy the jets, and sure, I do want to. I have some pretty ambitious goals that I might want to talk about someday, preferably after I've achieved them. And yeah, you too probably have some dreams to go after, sure. Um, but it all starts with a few steps in the uncomfortable direction. It's pretty counterintuitive, isn't it? But my experience and a lot of my entrepreneur friends' experience is that that's kind of how it works. Over time, though, you can start arranging things differently. Make sure that you have enough time to do the creative things and to think about strategy enough and all that nice stuff. But start with a few steps in the crappy direction. That's my thought for the day. Laters.